That shit is recording. Alright, so we have to talk about some Audit the Fed shit. When is the date?
Next Saturday, November 24th, we're going to meet at 12 p.m. at the Parkman Bandstand in Boston Common. We're going to hang out there. We're going to have performances by J. Roy and Denali to get the kind of crowd pumped up.
That's cool.
And then we're going to march from Parkman Bandstand through Downtown Crossing, down through Faneuil Hall, then up Atlantic Ave to the Fed, and collect petitions and educate the public along the way.
Know what I was thinking? It would be real cool if we get somebody dressed up like Abe Lincoln and read the Emancipation Proclamation.
Huh, that'd be pretty cool if we get someone to do that.
You know, because all this Federal Reserve shit is just a way to enslave us. It's slavery.
Well, in a lot of ways it is. It is economic slavery.
It's okay. Alright, now you're going to be filming a nice upstairs shot.
Nice!
Say hi to the camera.
I was in the way, you couldn't see anything.
Alright, so that was Heather Mack. Wait for the show. Let's see.
That's awesome. Yeah, so I mean, it's economic slavery is what it is, because what you have is you have a system of a banking cartel essentially that is not a government organization. You know, most people think, well, the Federal Reserve is part of the government. Well, that's not true. You know, maybe the Fed that's in Washington is a quasi-governmental organization, in so much so as the president nominates or the Federal Reserve chairperson. You know, that section of it is quasi-federal. However, the 12 member banks, you know, like the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, Federal Reserve Bank of New York, and so on, those are owned by private shareholders. Now, those private shareholders could be, you know, banks like Bank of America, Citigroup, JP Chase, and they can be private investors. You know, they can even be foreign investors. And the real issue is that the Federal Reserve creates money out of thin air through financial transactions, something called fractional reserve banking. So Google fractional reserve banking. And what happens there is that they only need to have a small amount of money in the bank, and then it allows them to write mortgages, creating hundreds of thousands of new dollars, or millions of even trillions of new dollars. You know, when you look at Bank of America getting bailouts, it's essentially Bank of America bailing out themselves on your dime, because what they don't create is the interest that comes along with that money. So that interest is grafted from the taxpayer. So when a person pays their taxes and they're like, oh, I'm paying for schools and I'm paying for people's health care and I'm paying for food stamps and stuff like that, that's not actually, you know, the entire truth. People are paying banks in order to print our money, or not print our money because the Treasury prints the money, but to create money electronically. And that essentially makes it economic slavery, because we're never going to get out of debt if we have to perpetually pay money that doesn't really exist, other than the fact that you create it when you go to work. You know, when you pay your taxes, that's where that money comes from.
The word fiat comes to mind immediately. F-I-A-T, that's how you spell it,
yep,
right?
Fiat, yep.
Alright, cool. Should Google that term too.
Yep, fiat currency, I mean. Oh shit.
Audit the Fed!